remember this. One lug nut, one jack post, one can of fuel, one lap at a time.
All right,
your
Chad.
eyes on your job, everything will work out just perfectly.
Don't you just love Chad? He's good at making you feel good about yourself.
Outside. Give me your high. Talk it out.
Never stop, don't get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till
It's just nice to have 4 and 5 viewers on a stream, so I'm used to having 0. This is new to me. And like I said earlier, I'm just trying to learn to talk to myself better and talk to you guys and read chat. So here we go. Buckle your seatbelts. It's gonna be intense.
Easy, it was built to be rough, but that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters, and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh. The game up, change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh. Never stop, don't get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'll ever stop it. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. I'm always flirting with pain. She like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same.
Yes, you are seeing that right. Somebody rented a local U-Haul truck, and they have modified it a little bit, and they're out here on the track, and they're actually pretty quick.
To hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever.
Just moved up to 4th and got 2 laps to go.
Truest to go-getters. Never stop, don't get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
There's a couple of freebies right there. The best racing is yet to come.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be.
Hang on to your pants, here we go.
And they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. That I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me
Jones, you might want to go practice before you get in this race, man. That's crazy.
My head's correct there.
Well, you spun out 6 times already in the first lap. Here we go, boys and girls.
There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I go through.
That's a bad start for the guy in front of me.
Control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through.
Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. Tonight, we're going to watch the rest of my last night's stream because I was watching the stream playback and I realized my stream cut out at lap 77. So you didn't get to watch the last 43 laps? Yeah, 43 laps, 44 laps. So I'm going to bring that to you through a replay. The last part of this race is just incredible. All of stage 3 went green, no wrecks, no cautions, and it was just a good race overall. I don't like plate racing, but I tell you what, some of these guys that I raced with last night, they know what they're doing, and it was enjoyable to be able to race with people that knew what they were doing, and we were able to race 3 wide for multiple laps. So I want you guys to check this out because I don't want you to miss it. So I'm going to hit play here in the cockpit just as if you were watching my stream. And I want you just to enjoy what went on here for these last 43 laps. You're going to see a green flag pit stop. You're going to see a bunch of 3 wide racing and a great finish to this race. And this car, tell you what, every time I get in the Xfinity car in the NASCAR or oval track genre, it delivers the best racing, I think, in my opinion. And it's just a great car overall. So sit back and relax and watch the last 43 laps with me. You're going to enjoy it. Here we go. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as well.
Blinked once. Yeah, but you're good now. Can you repeat that? You blinked once down back straight away, but you're good now. Just heads up. Copy.
Right now, I'm probably about, I'm guessing 15 to 20 laps left on fuel. And I've actually broken away from the outside line for now. They backed off a little bit, but they're getting a little bit of a run now. They keep trying to get up in front of us, and I did such a good job at pushing Joe Francis. They could never make the pass, and that's what I loved about it. The higher line seemed to want to be the line to prevail, but if this bottom line pushed exactly right, like I'm just pushing him this whole lap. Even in the corners, I'm just right. I'm so close to his bumper, the air is pushing the car. But the guy behind me is what's important. Bernie Diaz is tucked right into me, as if I'm tucked right behind Joe Francis. And that's what makes a line work. If everybody tucks in behind just like this, you don't have to push like this, just the front guy needs to push, then your line's gonna go faster. And there we go, we got a challenge over here to the left, or to the right. You can't see it because I'm on triple screen and you're on the single screen, but just everything about this race, besides the one incident, which I need to go back and watch. I was pushing Nate Yarnell and somewhere around 18 or 20. laps in, I push him. Well, I see him start to get squirrely. I back off, and then I see him hit the apron, and then I see him start getting loose. So I go up and go around him. But I want to make sure that I'm not the cause of that, because I think he blames me for it, and I need to go look at it. And if it is my fault, I will apologize to him next time I see him. But I don't believe that I wrecked him. I specifically backed off of him when I saw him start to get loose, and he just hit that paint. I don't know. We'll just have to go analyze the wreck after. Hey, James Lowe. Yeah, dude, you did an excellent job on this race. I was just watching my stream from last night, and it cut off on lap 77, so I wanted everybody that was in the other room, if they didn't get to see it, they watched Cronky's stream, they didn't get to watch our finish. And so I want them to see how it all went down as if I'm still driving the car. And man, what a race. You guys, you, Marcus, Larry, I mean, all of you guys that were up front last night. If I could race like that with people more often, I would enjoy the plate racing, because I don't like plate racing. I hate it. It doesn't take skill to stay with the pack. It takes skill to drive 3 wide in it like we did last night and push like we're doing. But I enjoyed this with you guys last night. You all were so talented, and I enjoyed it. So that's why I want to show this. I mean, even the green flag stops. I didn't realize that Balls Out Racing all pitted together, and they pitted early. And so my last couple of laps before me and Joe Francis pitted, I wasn't pushing them very hard because I didn't want to overheat my car. And so the Balls Out Racing crew were pushing really hard, and they gained, maybe 1 or 2 seconds in that exchange. And so we came out just behind them, and I got lucky to catch the draft. And poor, what is his name? Let's see. Bates, I think it was Bates. His engine blew after catching us back up with the pack after the incident with, who was the number 6? I think it was Gavin Hibbs. But what a great race. Right. And that's why that whole time we were pushing in this 10-lap crew towards the end, I was like, man, I hope we don't wreck each other, because there's 10 of us, and if we finish now, we're all top 10 in points, and we didn't have a big wreck. I mean, we had a little bit of a turn sideways from Timothy Wheeler, pushing, I think it was Gavin Hibbs a little too hard, and they got into my door. I mean, I don't know how I held on to it. You'll get to see that. Yeah, that's why I was saying. But everybody else, man, it was so fun. Hopefully I gained some respect from some of you guys. I know, I get the feeling that some of you guys don't like me, so I'm trying to show you that I do know how to drive when I get around the right people. I'm always racing around the wrong people, and I get up in their accidents. But I am going to go back and watch the spin out with Yarnell. I don't believe I caused it from what I saw in my view, but we'll go watch in the chase view after this is over. But this is what I was waiting for the whole race, was the green flag pit stops. We hardly ever get green flag pit stops, and that's what changes the game. You got to be on your game to make the pit stops and do them correctly without making mistakes, and be smart about it. Like, I knew that we were going to have 20-25 laps to go, and I just taken tires at the last stage just to make sure that when I pitted, I didn't need to take tires again, because it was going to be short, or we were going to need a little fuel. Well, I just want to go back and check it anyway. Just Nathan didn't seem too happy. He acted like it was my fault when he answered my question, and I felt uneasy about it. So I'm going to go back and watch it. But gosh, this was a great race. I watched your move a couple of times last night on replay. Like, man, you really had to wheel the car to make the move that you made on the outside. It was a great move, a winning move. And I was in a position right here where I was like, if I'm running first, second, or third, I'm just going to push whoever it is, because I need points. I don't want to take a chance and then wreck out and finish 20th. I wish I'd have seen that my stream had went out, but when I closed out OBS, it looked like I'd lost Wi-Fi on my streaming computer. I used a dual computer to stream. I race on one and stream on the other. My gaming computer is hardwired, and my streaming computer is Wi-Fi'd. I don't have enough routers or hardline connections to connect both. This is what was kind of scary too. I'm glad that everybody on the outside line single filed so we could get around this group up here.
Joe, we're all single file back here if you want to go
Yeah,
around them.
yeah, I know you did. I had one DNF on the truck race. I was staying up front most of that truck race, and then I got in the back of the pack, and so I was just trying to avoid everything, and then that last little wreck happened in 3 and 4, so I gas up to go around it, and they come off the banking and just whack right into me, and I finished 24th out of 27. No points. So I went from 6th in the points to 22nd in the points. Now I'm back up to 8th in the points. So I was happy about this race. I wish we could race the Xfinity cars on all of our stuff. I think they provide the best form of racing for us. They're more of what NASCAR racing should be, is this Xfinity car. Not that Gen 6 car, or the next gen car is okay, but this is the best one. I think we're getting ready to pit in like 3 or 4 laps. You'll hear us talk about it here in a minute. Of course, you already know because you were in the room last night racing. Yeah, see, right now I'm pushing Joe, and we're actually catching Marcus and Walker. Or we're holding our own right now with them. I don't see us losing anything. But I think when everybody else starts talking pits, I don't start pushing hard because nobody's fighting me.
Fuel, Joe?
I can't believe Wheeler blew his engine. And what's funny is I was like, do it, man, do it. And he did it anyway. I tell you what, though, I watched Cronky's stream, and I don't know how Cronky didn't get wadded up in that. It was just ridiculous. I mean, if you know your engine's getting ready to blow, don't do that. Just back off. Yeah, I feel like if I don't finish this, that people will probably be like, man, that sucks. I didn't get to watch the last of this. I don't know if I want to watch anymore. So I'm going to finish it off. At least Race Labs still displays all the correct data and doesn't have just the finishing data on it. So the only thing that doesn't work is my spotter in this one.
That just pitted can.
So yeah, Wheeler even asked if people could make it. Well, duh. I mean, look at your fuel calculator. So frustrated. I was right there with Kyle, and oh, you blew your pit. Yeah. Cronky did too. If you watch Cronky's view, he missed his pit and lost a half to a second. So when he came out of the pits, he didn't catch the draft. Yeah, it does really suck, Corey. I felt bad for Cronky too last night. Yeah, I see you on my relative right above me. You're right at around 11 seconds, but you're just in that group with them. You just lost. You got speeding in the pits. I forget. Yeah. If I would have known
How many laps you doing on
and
fuel?
looked at my relative, because I was so focused on pushing Joe here, if I'd have looked at my relative over here on the right and saw that you guys were 11 seconds up, I would have probably pushed Joe Francis a little bit harder,
12.3.
because you guys are actually gaining a couple of tenths a lap. And when we came out of the pits, could have been right there in front to where they didn't pass us so fast in the draft or in the pack that they were in, because they were being aggressive.
Go next time.
All right, so we're gonna pit next lap.
Next time by
Let's
sure.
watch
You
pit
going
stops.
outside or inside?
Watch how I blow past Joe here. I know we're all trying to be careful entering pits, but I blow past him on the pit stop next lap.
Is it time? Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks like Marcus and them gained another 6/10 that last lap because I backed off on pushing him.
Hitting 2.
All right, here comes it. We got like 6 or 7 of us pitting in. Watch me go around Joe and just outpit him. I knew that I had to brake a little sooner here as well because the brakes get cold while racing. So I think I nailed my pit entry right there. Like, oh, I just saw somebody wreck behind me in my mirror.
I'm sorry.
Somebody slammed into somebody at pit road. And I'm thankful that I got pole because I was the front box right here.
Sorry, Gavin almost took you out.
Yeah, my bad, Bernie.
Yeah, it was so intense. There was a couple of times on the stream that I was catching myself not talking because I was so focused on pushing or the people that were in the outside lane crowding me. I know that the outside lane could have been faster, but I was scared to get in the outside lane because if a wreck happened, it's all going to go up into the wall and I'm going to get involved in it. So I made it a point to stay in the inside lane all night. And I don't trust myself in the outer lane pushing somebody. And you're going to watch Marcus and them fly right by me right here. Here they come. Luckily, we were already up to 175 mile an hour, so we were able to catch the draft. Joe did a good job of pushing me. Oh yeah, I'm not watching qualifying. I canceled my satellite service a few years ago, and then I was using my sister-in-law's service, and then they canceled it last summer, so I watch it on YouTube like a day or two later. NASCAR's just made it really hard to watch their stuff. You can't stream unless you have a service of satellite or YouTube TV or other things like that where you have to pay a monthly subscription versus where on Formula One I can go buy F1 TV for I guess $80 for the whole year. So I would rather, yeah, there's you and the designated driver. I would rather go do something like that than have to go buy a service to where I can watch Fox, buy a service to where I can watch USA, buy a service to where I have to watch it on Prime in the summer and then NBC in the fall. It just, NASCAR's making it too difficult to watch. And I definitely don't want to watch it on a computer, even though I'm watching my own race on a computer. All right, we are down to 23 laps to go. Here comes another group. It looks like there's James Lowe right there, right next to me. You guys just blew right past us. Right now, I'm kind of riding because I know we have another 20 laps to go. This is the first time I really got to that outside lane in this whole race as well. Yeah, he will be.
Got me, Crocky? Reading up, backing up below.
Tyler Clare, that's the one that got involved with Wheeler. Wheeler pushed him and spun him sideways, and then he whacks me down onto the apron.
Yeah, we're good, thank you.
I don't know how I saved the car. You'll have to watch that here in a minute.
Yeah, four.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump down in front of you like that, Corey. I knew I wanted to get in that gap. I didn't know if you left that gap on purpose. But that's why I cut down there. Yeah, I bet it is. And that's what I bragged about to J-Dub, and I messaged him today when I sent him this link that I was going live, is it was so nice to be in a room with people who knew what they were doing. I feel like Wheeler was the only one in the room that really didn't know what he was doing. And watching J-Dub stream last night, that's the most frustrated I've seen him in one of these races, especially on lap 12 when somebody spun at the front of the field and he goes, "Are you going to win it on lap 12?" I just laughing my butt off. I was like, "Yeah."
We might be quicker if Crocky's pushing you. I'll move up on the back strip.
I just can't believe the gap we pulled over everybody. We pulled a 22-second gap on the rest of the field. You can see on my track map, Crocky and them are just now coming out of turn 2. I hope the Daytona 500 goes the same way. I hope that we don't have a couple of people in our room. Because this group right here, all 26 out of the 27 of us, I thought were great. There was a couple people that were really weaving. I think Bates was one, and the Quigley guy. I think they were running like a 16-to-1 ratio. I don't know why some people run a 16-to-1 ratio on a plate race. If you're gonna push somebody or being pushed, you want to hold your car as steady as you can. You can't do that with a 16-1 ratio. Yeah, when you saw the entry list, yeah. Yeah, it's always a pleasure running with some of these guys here. They're aggressive, but they're clean.
Cronky, in about a lap or two, I may have to let you leave. My fuel didn't fill all the way up. I forgot to turn off auto set.
I couldn't hear you, but it's you're short.
I'm fine now, but I can't leave much longer. Next time I'll drop back.
I've tried and people have made fun of me. I think a few races ago, somebody chimed in that, yeah, David Griffin's probably running a 4-to-1 ratio, and they think it's funny. I think it's smart. You know, I know how I want my car to feel when somebody's pushing me. I don't want somebody to push me and I'm jerking on the steering wheel like this just to keep the car straight, you know. And especially when these guys are on the outside and they tuck in real, like they crowd you and they crowd your rear end, it takes the air off your rear end and you have to hang on because you're going to start getting squirrely. Man, look at the rubber on our cars, man. They're so dirty. Even the windshield is so dirty. I had to take a tear off every pit stop. I did notice that this car uses a little more tire than the truck did. The truck, gosh, we ran green for like 30 laps and I still had 100%. I run 10-to-1 and really heavy force feedback. Yeah, I run 8-to-1. I like 10-to-1, but when I'm pushing somebody, look how little I'm moving the steering wheel right there. Like it's barely turning, like an inch or two maybe. 10-to-1 I have to turn a little more than that. And when I'm getting pushed, I'm able to just hold my car a lot straighter with this 8-to-1. And during qualifying, gosh, it stays so still. It's so easy to stay on that yellow line. But yeah, I do run the heavier force feedback. Yeah, the Xfinity car windshield was dirty out. The one thing that's nice as NASCAR's added, or iRacing has added the dash black box so you can see your RPMs and your temperatures. There's right now my gauges are behind my camera there, and you guys can't see them, and I can't see them either. So I run a dash on my left monitor, and it tells me when my car's getting hot. It'll get yellow and then it'll get red. And so mostly when I was pushing last night, if I got over like 167 to 170, I would back off, but I wouldn't back off a lot. I would just get my bumper off his bumper and still be super close, and it would still cool down the car. Where some people would back off where I'm at now. But if I got hot, I would just back off to like just barely touching his bumper. Yeah, my spotter would tell me too, because sometimes when you're pushing in the corners in the tri-oval, you don't have time to look down at your gauges because these guys on the outer line are crowding you so much, trying to take the air off of you and get that pull, that side draft. And so I was scared to look over at my dash half the time. I was scared to talk half the time. I was so focused. And it made me tense my shoulders up a lot. We're down to 13 laps, 12 laps at the line.
I think we got hope for a yellow here.
At about lap 7 or 8 to go, I think is when we start going 3 wide, and Timothy just pushes Tyler Clare a little bit too hard. And that's when he hits me. You'll see it. I don't know how I saved it. It was like one of those Kyle Bushes. I don't know if you guys remember from like 2015 or 2016 where he gets sideways and hits the apron and straightens his car back out and then hits the apron and straight. That's what happens to me when Tyler Clare hits me.
No, my water tip. Don't go above 280.
Timothy's.
Thanks, Timothy.
Thanks, Timothy. I was laughing so hard last night. Why is that, Wheeler?
You may have some catastrophic failures.
Oh my gosh. He just doesn't get it. It's so funny. All right, 11 to go.
I hit 280 and then coming out of the corner, it blew up on me and I wasn't even in the gas. I was trying to cool it down.
I don't know why you got it to 280 in the first place, bro. You start redlining at 173 or 172. You're in the yellow at 160. It might even be 168 where you start going red. I don't think I ever got above 173, and that was very rare. I'd get up to 168, 170. Oh, you blew your engine?
Leaders will be up on the wall,
Oh, yeah, right. I'm just so glad that Cronky didn't get taken out. Here goes 3 wide, guys. Every time I saw Wheeler behind me in the relative, I was like, oh God, he's right behind me. Please don't push me. He started trying to push me in the corner when we were like lined up 4 of us. Oh yeah, the apron save comes right here in the next 2 laps. Actually, that's James pushing Ty right now. Here in a minute, Wheeler will get there. Yeah, you could push these cars in the tri-oval. It was very nice. I think it happens in a lap or 2 where Timothy Wheeler gets behind Claire. Claire, I think, gets shuffled in the inside here. James and them go to the outside, and Ty gets shuffled into the middle. Because Wheeler's now right beside me. I swear it's Ty Leclerc. I don't think it's Gavin Hibbs. Well, it wasn't about letting him go. He was behind me trying to push me. I couldn't let him go. Especially when we were 3 wide and when it happens, you know. But yeah, I know what you mean. I let Wheeler go on other races where it's not drafting because I know he's going to burn his tires off in like 10 laps. I think this right here, this next lap, I think is where James takes the outside and they leave Ty hanging. This Ty leaves a little gap right here. The Quigley 2 guy was leaving a gap too. I didn't want to push him when I was on the outside. He was going up to the wall. And I was scared if I went up there to push him, somebody was going to jump in the middle. Well, I thought it happened with 7 to go. I guess it happened soon, later than that, like 4 laps to go. I had my mind set 15 laps ago. I'm going to stay where I'm at, and hopefully I'll finish like this without a big wreck. The only thing that I would want to help is do what I'm doing now and get really close to Walker Thomas. I think this is where you go in the middle, James, right here. Ty goes up in one of these corners and you just split the middle. Or no, you split the outside. You go the outside. And I'll go back and put it on the TV cam here too for the last couple of laps. But this is pretty cool racing right here. When we went 3 wide, I started to pucker a little bit. Because every time I've been 3 wide at Daytona with people in Flying Aces, it's always a disaster. This is where Wheeler's behind me. You can see him in the mirror back there. He hits me right there. That's why I got squirrely. I don't know why he thought he needed to hit me. He's pushing me right now. All right, here's James going to the outside. We're going 3 wide. Ty Leclerc gets shot in the middle, and then Wheeler's going to go up and push him. And next lap in this turn, I'll have the apron save. That was your winning move right there, James. That's what got you the win right there, is that move. Or it might be this corner right here. I still think it's turn 3. Nope, it's right here.
Reckon.
Oh, I didn't. My car didn't get as sideways as I thought. But this is where Robbie Darnell pushes me. That's who it was, Robbie Darnell, that his engine blew. But I lost the draft right there. Somehow, you guys racing side by side, we were able to catch you guys. You'll hear me cry for his help right here.
Come on, Robbie!
Come on, Robbie! He actually got me back up there and gave me a fifth place finish because of him. There he goes. He's on my butt now. See, he's pushing like crazy right now, and I'm just able to hold it still because of this 8-to-1 ratio. I love it. We're actually catching him right now. Good thing, because we only had 2.5 laps to go. Yeah, I gotta watch when I think he got damaged from when Ty Leclerc came down on me. He maybe got front end damage from that, but his car looked fine in my mirror. So we'll go back and watch that after this, and then I want to watch the spin with Nathan Yarnell. Because if that's my fault, I want to apologize to him next time I saw him. Yeah, That's why I want to see if he got hit by Ty Leclerc or if he ran into me.
We catching him, David.
Yeah, Robbie Darnell saved my race right here.
I got school.
I think he blows up right here on the front stretch. And he finishes 9th. Can you believe it? He finished 9th. I was going to go high, and then he went up there to block, so I came back down in the inside, and they just opened the door for me to go right in here. So I just stayed tucked right behind Kyle Smalley, really tight.
I blew up.
Yep, there he goes. He blew up.
Did you say you blew up?
Yeah, I blew up.
Yeah, he just did. He said he blew
You
up.
weren't even close to us.
I didn't have any red lines or anything.
Are you talking about, you can hear Kyle talking? Were you in
From
a...
that damage I got that I
Yeah.
didn't actually show up.
Yeah, right there. You talking about you were in a Discord with these guys, or you were talking about Robbie Darnell talking? I didn't know you had a stream. I need to go subscribe. Here we go. This is the finish right here. I tucked behind Kyle here so that they can't get a pull on you.
I'm staying in it. I'm getting
There it
the top
went.
10 if I can.
There it is. Let's go watch
Thank you, Mr.
the
Smalley.
last 2 laps right there. Actually, I want to go back to the wreck. Right here. Okay, here comes the wreck. Yes, in Discord. Okay, yeah, you need to put your YouTube handle in the chat, and I'm gonna go subscribe to your channel. All right, here comes the last few. Here comes the wreck. Let's watch that in chase view real quick, and we'll just slow mo it when it gets there. Hey there, Billy. All right, let's slow mo this. Here goes Timothy. He's gonna start pushing Ty really hard. I'm airing the last half of my race, Billy. My stream cut off last night on lap 77, so I just finished airing the last 43 laps. So here goes Wheeler, just bumps Leclerc, and then he's gonna turn sideways right here. I don't know why he's pushing him, because look at what he did to James too. Here he goes, boom. Oh, he actually hit the front of my car. Let's see. I can zoom out. Where's Darnell? Okay, Darnell's back. Oh, Corey, you got sideways too. I need to rewind that. Oh, look at that. Wheeler just took off Ty Leclerc's bumper. Let's go back and see Darnell and Corey here. Yeah, let's watch from this point. All right, there it goes. I didn't realize you were hanging back like that, Corey. Luckily you did. Yeah, Darnell just barely punched you right there in the right rear. Good save. Holy crap, that was a good save. We all did good saving that, except for Wheeler not. Why didn't Wheeler back off the throttle right there? He saw him coming down. You see that? Oh my gosh. All right, so let's switch back to TV mixed and let's watch the last few laps. In TV mode. Then we'll go back to lap 18 and watch that wreck with Eric Darnell. Let's go. Sorry, wrong thing. Go back up to me here. All right, this is where Robbie Darnell is pushing me back up to the draft here. I got a little bit of front end damage on my right front. It's crinkled up a little bit, and you can see it right there above the tire well.
I apologize, boys. I'll take the blame for that one. I didn't know he had a car in front of him.
Does he not look forward when he races? When I'm racing, I'm watching what the leader's doing. I'm watching 3-4 cars ahead. Because if something happens, I want to be able to back off.
We're catching them, David.
All right, here we come. I thought Robbie was going to go with me right here, and then Marcus saw us coming, and he was going up to get the run with us, and I immediately went back down. He knew we were getting ready to do it, to look at him drift up like that, so I'm like, nope, going right back under you. Not falling for that. Man, this was so fun.
I blew up.
Yeah, I don't get it. His car looked totally fine.
You say you blew up?
I was like confused when he said that. See, it can be done if people would just watch and learn. Look at the space we're giving each other.
Red lines or anything.
Our cars aren't weaving all over the place.
I bet it's from that.
I mean, just a little bit, but not a lot.
Didn't actually show up.
I go up to James here. Look at that. Look at this finish. We're all just, well, I'm the only one that's not pushing hard. Everybody else is just pushing. Look at that.
It blows, it blows.
And look, there's no big wreck.
I'm staying in it. I'm getting the
I mean,
top
come
10 if
on.
I can.
Can't you guys take notes?
Good win, James.
All right. I'm going to go back.
Thank you, Mr. Smalley.
Go to chase view
They're 12.
and go to lap 20 or 18, I think it is. Lap is this? This is lap 7. Pushing Darnell here. I think it's like lap 17 or 18. Let's go with this one. Zoom in. And action. It happens going into turn 3. I'm gonna go slow-mo here. See, I'm not pushing hard, like I just now get into his bumper. But I see him start to get squirrely here a little bit. I think it's this lap. We'll see. Yep. Okay, so now I back off. I back off. Right here. I'm backed off. So he hits the apron right there. And I'm like, okay, I'm going up. I'm going up. Getting out of your way. So yeah, I don't believe that. I did cause him to go to the right just a little bit, but after that, him hitting the apron, I think, is what him hitting the apron, I believe, is what got him. And I don't know how Joe Francis didn't hit me, but I believe him hitting the apron is what caused him to. I mean, here, watch, look at my car here. Oh, that's too far. Okay, so here's where I bump him. Okay, hang on. Let me take my race labs off here. Okay, I touch him right here. And that turns his car to the right a little bit, which I'm confused because I was on the right side. It shouldn't have turned his car to the right. So now I'm off of him. See, I'm not touching him. Okay. He's going down. I'm still not on him. Look at it. He hits the apron right there. Look at that. Okay. I get this car loose. Still not on him. So I'm going up and I'm like, oh, he's going to gain control of it. I'm going to just get back in line. Nope. I'm going up. So I stay away from him. So yeah, I don't think that was my fault. So if he really thinks it's my fault, I'll apologize to him, but I don't think it was my fault. So, but yeah. So there's the last 70 or 43 laps from my perspective, and I really enjoyed this race. I don't like plate racing, but I really enjoyed this one because we had some skill in this lobby. I mean, the strength of field for this lobby was 2300 or something like that, which is still a low I-rating lobby strength of field, but for an Aces room, that's pretty high. So yeah, it was just fun to race with guys that actually knew what they were doing. And it's not that everybody in Aces room doesn't know what they're doing. There's just, you know, a sprinkle of 3, 4 that don't. And it just sucks sometimes when I'm plate racing because I always get involved in that stuff when I'm trying to lay back and not do anything silly. So I do appreciate you guys. Yeah, I was watching from way back. I thought he had it saved. Yeah, I did too. That's why I went to go back down. If you heard me say it looked like I was turning back down to line up with him because I thought he was saving it. And then I was like, okay, he's not. So I'm going to go up and above. But yeah. Anyway, it was a fun race. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I don't know if I'm going to stream again before Saturday. I might try to. I'm going to see what's on the officials. I do have Bathurst coming up 12 hours next weekend. Get to use my GSI rim. I'll show you. I had this big old round one for NASCAR, but this is my baby right here. And I do have a wheel for sale, a steering wheel for sale. It's a cube control, but this is my GSI rim. Love this beast. It is a beauty. But I have a cubes control, I think it's called a Zero. It's U-shaped. The buttons light up and everything on it, but I think I might be getting rid of that one. I don't find myself using it because I use the GSI for road racing and I use my round one for NASCAR. So unless one of these breaks down, I might be selling that. So I got the Sapphire one. Oh, nice. But yeah, GSI, just their paddle shifters are so good. I can't say enough about them. But my favorite part is my Simtrex pedals. The brake pedal on this thing is amazing. This Eau Rouge seat's not too bad either. It's got fans in it, guys. I don't know if you can hear them. No, the noise canceller cancels them out. It's got fans. I got 3 on the mid back. I've got 2 on my lower back and 1 on my butt. And it's so good. It feels like ice is shooting back there right now. But when it gets really hot, it just keeps me from sweating. And I still run a couple other fans on the side. But one of these days, I'm going to get my wife's reel camera out. She's a photographer. And I'm going to do a rig tour. And I'm planning on putting her backup camera behind me here. So you can watch my screen and me on the steering wheel while you're watching my cockpit view. I've always wanted, my goal was to do a GoPro on my forehead, and that's what I got this camera that you're looking at for, but it doesn't zoom out wide enough when it's on my forehead. It only, you can only see, barely this much of the steering wheel and barely the center screen. So I'm going to use her camera for that and then maybe eventually get a GoPro. I just don't feel like spending $280 or $180. This one here was $90. And it's a 4K cam. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, fellas. Yeah, YouTube, Corey. Want your YouTube.